Morning, everyone. Last night was night 5 in the winter in the north up here in the Maryland area, and it is really cold. I'll show you my sleeping bag, and yeah, it's just, I don't see any signs of sun coming anytime soon. I kind of like to wait till it's daylight and see if if there is sun, that it will unfreeze my windshield. So, the night before last, it was pretty brutal because I parked in a different spot, and people were walking by, like, hitting my car, and I guess I don't know if people were going to the store to shop or whatever, but I definitely parked in the wrong spot. Thank you for all your wonderful messages and care for my thing that I'm going through. I'm still looking for work. The only reason that I came up here to be in this area was because I was looking for work, and a person hired me. And she said, my hair's goofy because it's supposed to be going this way. She said, are you going to be in the area? Because she wanted me to start on Monday, this past Monday. And I said, yeah, I can be there tomorrow. And so I took off. I'm going to put this down for a minute. So I took off and got here the next day thinking that I was going to have a job, because that's what she told me. She said she was going to be going out of town for work, and she needed somebody to start on Monday. So I got here Saturday, met with her, went over a schedule, and she said she had already met somebody at a Barnes & Noble, and that she was going to have her work. And I was like thinking, are you kidding me? Like, I threw my whole life together within a day to take off. And so anyway, I figured that, everything happens for a reason. It was a catalyst to get me here to find something better. And so, but yeah, it's kind of like the worst time of the year to be being in your vehicle. But thank God for this sleeping bag that I have, because it's for 32-degree temperatures. And if I didn't have this, my mom and dad bought it for me a few years ago in case when I was gonna come up here and be up here in the cold again. And this is the first time that I've gotten to use it, and it is my lifesaver. I am not kidding. If I didn't have this, I would be really, really in a bad way. And so somebody said in the comments to get a heating blanket. Well, if you can see, this is my Jackery, and it is the smallest. It's the smallest Jackery when I could afford it years ago. So the ampage, it doesn't do that much. It basically charges my phone. It'll run my little fan that I have, but I don't need it right now. I only used it for sound, but yeah, so this sleeping bag is wonderful. Like right now I'm chilly because I have it turned down because it's that cold in here. It's probably, I'm guessing like 40s in my vehicle. But yeah, under my sleeping bag, I'm pretty warm at night, so I'm super grateful for that. And I just have I don't know if I can flip this while I'm talking, but I'll just do it this way. I have my covers on all my stuff, and it's pretty private in general. But yeah, so it's been a challenge, because every day my job is I get up, I get ready, and I go to like a coffee shop type place, and I look for work for hours on my phone or my laptop. And I usually walk depending on the weather. Yesterday was brutal. It rained all night. Night before last, I didn't get hardly any sleep. And my Jackery, I guess I have a leak somewhere in the back here, a little leak, and it rained in on my Jackery. I'm like, no, that's my lifeline to be able to, charge my stuff and be able to, talk to family or whatnot. So, so a lot of people that are in their vehicles, they either have a gym membership or, you can pay to take a shower at one of these travel centers. I luckily have a wonderful friend that will let me come and, clean up and take a nice shower. So I was able to do that yesterday. And so I'm basically here until I can't be here anymore. I'm not going to give up. I'm really, really looking for a senior care position. And once I find that, I'm going to be great and happy and save up for a couple weeks, hopefully, and be able to rent a room. So that's kind of what I'm going through right now. And it's not easy. There's like a whole process to this to, get here early enough. Like yesterday I got here at 3:30, and it gets dark at like 4:45, so, which sucks too. So I'm kind of down early in here, and then I'm in here until 7:30, 8 o'clock, till it's daylight, and then it takes me about 20 to 30 minutes. It takes me about 30 minutes for setup and then tear down the next morning, because I need to, get ready, pull all of these curtains off the windows, sliding things over the windows, take down the front ones, move everything that's in the front to the back so I can get in. And so it's a process, but it is what it is. And but I appreciate all my new subscribers watching me go through this experience. I thank you and appreciate you guys, and also for your kind words and thoughts and your ideas and your tips. I really appreciate it. So comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like, and if you'd like to donate to my channel to help me keep going, there's a couple links or something, or buy me a coffee or something. And if not, that's great. I appreciate my new subscribers very much. It made my heart happy. So every day, I think the most important thing is when someone's going through difficult times is to stay positive. And people say, how are you going to stay positive? Well, it's all in your perspective. I'm looking at this. The first night after she, booted me, I was devastated. I'm like, I was helping rehab a cat, and so I just totally had to up and leave. And when I found out it was for no good reason, it just really, it put me in I was really sad the first night. Or I guess it was the second night after she told me that she wasn't going to hire me, that she was trying out a lot of people. And she did not give me that information when she asked me to come here. So, I don't know. I just look at it as an adventure. And your choices are to just curl up in a corner and give up, or to count your blessings. Like, every time I wake up in the morning and my car turns over and, where I can start it because it's so cold out and stuff, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be able to go and take a shower at my friend's. I'm grateful to have this comfortable bed at night that my father built with his own two hands. I will always be grateful and so happy that I have something that my dad created for me out of something that I needed years ago. And so this bed, if I didn't have this bed, I couldn't do this. I have to be comfortable enough. And even when I'm, laying down comfortable, sometimes I'm cold or there's loud noises or, all night long there's trucks going by and beeping and it's very loud. But I'm just grateful that I have this. So I think the most important thing is to remember what you have. And even if it's not a lot, I still have so much. Like I was telling somebody yesterday, they're like, yeah, you can't do this forever. It's like, no, I'm not trying to, but you can't go from having nothing to having a roof and a job and having money. There has to be a starting point, and this is my starting point. I have to start somewhere. I have to get the job. I have to save enough up for the job to get a room, and then I'll have money and I'll be fine. But there is a process to this, and I can't just jump to the end. So I am grateful for what I have now, and I'll be here until I run out of, a credit card, which is quickly dwindling for gas. So I could see myself probably here for another 2 weeks max, and then I don't know. So, but I'm happy. And what I was saying is, a lot of people that have money and a roof over their head are not happy. And this is my little roof, and I'm happy. And so once I get the money and get a job, I'm going to be ecstatic because I already have my foundation of happiness and gratefulness, and I can't ask for anything else. I'm just really happy where I am in my heart, in my mind, with myself. So everything else will just fall into place. Fingers crossed. So again, thank you everybody. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments below. And wish me luck today that I find the job. All right, guys, love you. Take care. Bye.